Good morning, friends. I hope you're doing well this morning. It's good to see everyone. I miss you. I know I tell you that all the time, but it really is true. I think about you every day and how you're doing, and I hope that you are doing well and that you have everything you need and you're eating well and you're playing outside and you're practicing growing your brain. I really do love you and miss you and think about you all the time. And I love that I am getting so many pictures and videos from you, even artwork. Aria made me a picture of me and her that I loved. And also Connie made me a picture. And I even got to print out, let me see if I can show you so you can see it. Do you guys see that little person there? That's me that Connie made me. So, I am trying now to print out some of the artwork that I'm getting from you, and I'm hanging it up in my office so it can remind me of you. So if you want to send me anything, have someone help you, and you can send me pictures and things, and I can print them out at home and hang them up, okay? All right, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about reduce, reuse, and recycle. We kind of talked about this with the Mrs. Fox's Class Goes Green book that we read. Also, I'm going to kind of combine this into two things. I wanted to have a planting video for you on Tuesday, but due to technical difficulties, that did not happen. So I figured I can combine it with this because I'm going to show you how to plant with things that we're going to reuse and recycle. So first, I want to read the book. I sent you all this book in your packet. It says, I Can Help the Earth. I can help the earth. So we're going to read this. If you have your book, you can get it out and you can pause the video and then start it again when your book is ready so we can read it together, or you can go back and do it again later, okay? So we'll do this page first. It says, I can help the earth. I can turn off lights. Remember we talked about when we leave a room, make sure we turn the lights off. That's why in kindergarten we need a lights helper that helped do that in our classroom. I can throw garbage in the trash can. I can take care of new plants. We're going to learn about that today. I can ride my bike or walk. I can be careful about how much water I use. I can recycle glass, plastic, metal, and paper. I can reuse things like boxes and bags. I can help take care of the earth. Very good. Thank you for reading that with me. Now, I know that I did not point to the words, and in kindergarten, we need to point to the words because I'm trying to do this video. It's just a little easier for me, but I can show you what I want you to be doing when you're reading. When you're reading, I want you to be pointing and saying the word. So I can help take, look at that bossy E word, take care of the earth. Okay, make sure when you're reading, you're pointing at your words, because when you do that, your brain and your eyes and your finger and your mouth connect it all together, okay? You look, there's a kitty behind me. Everyone say hi. That's Sunshine. That's the fat cat we talk about all the time. That's the fat cat. Say hi, Sunshine. I think he wants to try to get in the window. All right, I have a song for you. It is called Help Our Earth, and I'm going to sing it, and then the second time, I want you to try to sing it with me, okay? This is an Earth Day song. Reduce, reuse, recycle, reduce, reuse, recycle. Take care of the earth, take care of the earth. Turn off all the lights, throw away the trash. Reduce and recycle, reduce, and recycle. All right, are you ready to sing with me? Reduce, reuse, recycle, reduce, reuse, recycle. Take care of the earth, take care of the earth. Turn off all the lights, throw away the trash. Reduce and recycle, reduce and recycle. Thank you. Sorry, my cat is being very needy tonight. Let me put him down. Okay. Sorry about that, friends. Thank you for singing with me. And he knocked off my seeds. I have some seeds for us later. So we're going to talk a little bit about reduce first. Here's my nifty little paper. Do you guys see that? These are things we can reduce. Electricity. That means we can turn off the lights whenever we are not using them, okay? Fuel for our car. Remember, to reduce fuel in our car, we can walk and ride our bike more, okay? If we don't have to go a long way, we can walk and ride our bike. Okay, then water. We can reduce how much water we use. Remember in the book, they decided to not take such a long shower, and instead of singing in the shower, they sang outside of the shower so they didn't waste water, okay? When washing our hands, you want to wash your hands? You can even turn the water off while you're scrubbing with your soap. Do you know that you have to scrub for 30 seconds? So you could sing happy birthday 2 times, or you could sing your ABCs, and that's how you wash your hands. You don't have to leave the water on until you're ready to rinse it. Also, brushing your teeth. When you brush your teeth, turn the water off while you're brushing, and when you're ready to be done, you turn it back on to rinse your toothbrush and your mouth out, okay? Also, energy. They put some clothes here because washing clothes takes energy, okay? There's lots of different ways we can do that, and these all kind of go together, okay? Because also, leaving our TV on uses electricity and energy, okay? So we want to make sure that if we're not watching TV, we turn it off, okay? When I'm done with my computer at night, I need to turn it off. So 1, it can rest, but 2, it doesn't waste energy. We're trying to reduce, which means reduce means to have less, okay? Kind of like in subtraction, we're taking away. Instead of having more, we're having less. We're reducing it, okay? All right, the next one we're going to talk about is reuse. So there's lots of things we can reuse. Clothes. Well, 1, you can donate your clothes and someone else can use them, okay? So you can give your clothes away to other people that may need them, okay? Also, our grocery bags. Let me show you a grocery bag real quick. All right, Miss Hoel and I, when we go shopping, we use bags like this, okay? So we can put all of our stuff in there, and we don't have to use the plastic bags at the store that can cause problems to our earth, okay? A lot of that plastic can hurt our earth. So we use a bag like this. You guys have bags like this at home, okay? And we take that shopping with us, and you bring your stuff back, and then you can reuse it over and over again. You're reusing. Reusing means to use it again and again and again, okay? Over and over again. Boxes, you can reuse boxes. You can reuse books. When we did our book exchange, like I talked about in the reading video, we gave our books to other people, and then we got books from them, okay? Your furniture, you can give away your furniture to someone that may need it, and then they can use it, and they can even give it to someone else. This chair, I bought this chair from someone else, so they reused it. I'm reusing it because it was someone else's, and now it's mine. Instead of throwing it away, we're using it over and over again. So I want to show you something I did. Any of you have a tissue box like this at home where you have tissues out to get to blow your nose? Well, I had one of these that went empty. I ran out of all my tissues. So what I did was I made a dice out of my tissue box. All I did was when it was empty, I covered it in paper and I drew dots on it to make a dice. Now, it's not perfect. I have like 2 different colors of paper going on here, but that's fine because it's something that I made myself, and you can do this at home. So you could make your own dice at home with a tissue box and paper, and you could play games with it. You could practice counting with it. If you made 2, you could add or subtract with it. Instead of dots, you could write words on it or letters on it, and you could do a game with that, or you could draw pictures on it. There's a lot of different ways you can use a dice. Remember when we did our roll it sight words, and we would roll our sight word, and then it would say the sight word, and we'd have to write it and read it? You could do that with your sight words, okay? So you guys can make this at home by reusing stuff. Also, this paper, this was just extra paper I had laying around. So instead of throwing that paper away, I used it for something else, okay? So another thing I reused, kind of reused, more like recycled, I guess. So I have this pretty heart jar, okay? So I had this jar, it had sand in it. Well, I decided I didn't really want to keep it with the sand anymore, so I put the sand somewhere else. And what I did was I put some pretty little gems that I had some flowers in. So I'm reusing my gems, okay? And I put them in my jar. And then I had some beans that I used in kindergarten for counting, and I brought them home. And what I did is I wrote words on them, okay? This one says sing. So do you see that? Sing. And on the back, there's a little music note. Did you know you can write on beans? These are beans that you can cook, but I wrote on them instead of cooking them. And I put them in my jar. Let's see, this one says love. We like that word, L-O-V-E, love. So I can put those in my jar. And not only are they pretty, but they make me happy. So when I look at them, I can read those words that are in there, and it's something that makes my house pretty and makes my heart happy, okay? And so you can reuse things like that. I use these for counting and other decorations, and now I've made it into something new. I reused it, okay? All right, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about recycling and planting, okay? So here's the recycle one. We can recycle plastic, okay? My water bottle right here, this is plastic, okay? Plastic. Metal. Do you guys have cans at home of food? You can recycle your cans, your soda cans, your food cans, cat food, dog food cans. Glass, we can recycle glass, okay? Look, instead of throwing this glass away, I used it for something else. You can recycle paper, okay? Paper, we're going to do that today. It also does lots of things. Also, you can use both sides of the paper like we talked about, so we're not wasting paper, okay? So I'm going to show you how to recycle a water bottle. And let me take this out. A toilet paper tube. Do you guys have toilet paper tubes at home? When your toilet paper is all done, you have this tube left. We're going to use these to plant stuff, okay? We're going to recycle toilet paper tubes and water bottles to plant seeds, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first, I'm going to show you for an indoor one, and I'm going to try to grow some stuff in here that we can watch kind of over the spring, okay? So I have a water bottle, and I cut the top off. You need to get an adult to help do that, but you don't have to cut the top off. It just was a little easier for me to get dirt in when I did that. So, sorry, my cat. I think my cat wants me to go play with him. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your water bottle And you're going to put some soil in it. So I have some soil. So let me put this down a little bit so you can see me do this. And I'm going to fill up my water bottle without making a huge mess. And I'm making a huge mess anyways, but that's okay. Messes are easy to clean up, right? It's okay if we make messes. Oh, look, now we have 2 cats. Are you guys ready for this? Look at this. Look, there's 2 cats back there. They're silly. All right, so I have my soil. So I'm going to drop a couple seeds. I have these really tiny seeds. Do you guys see how tiny those seeds are? Do you know what kind of seeds these are? These are pea seeds. May I get down, please? And we're going to put them in our soil. Okay, and I'm going to kind of spread them out. And I'm going to push them down a little bit under our dirt. Look, the cat wants to know what's going on. She wants to help me plant. If you have pets at home, you can let them help plant too. Just don't let them eat it because they don't need to be eating the dirt. And then I'm going to take some water and I'm going to pour it in there so it can kind of soak down. Okay. And I'm going to put it in my window up here so in the morning it can get some sunlight. Okay. Sorry, the cats again. In the morning, it can get some sunlight, and so it can start growing. And I'm growing peas. Do you guys like peas, the little green vegetable? They're really good for your body. Mrs. Fontenot loves peas, so that is what I'm planting in there. So that one's going to be an indoor one. Now, I have one that you can put outside. You can actually dig a little hole in the ground and put it in there. So you're going to use a toilet paper tube like I told you. You're going to cut it in half. And I did that already with this one, so it makes a little pod. I'm going to show you how to fold the bottom so it will sit up just like this. So see, this is sitting up. And so see, then I can pour some more soil in there. Now I'm really making a big mess. Oh, that's a little too much. This one's a little smaller. All right, so I poured some soil in there. So I'm going to take my pea seeds. And I'm going to put them in there, and I'm going to push them down. And this time, because it's so small, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of dirt on top. Just like that. Kind of like when we did our bean sprouts. Do you remember that? And I'm just going to pour a little bit of water in it. But before I pour water in it, do you know what? This stuff, if it gets wet, can leak water out. So you want to make sure that you either put a plate under it so it doesn't leak out on the table, or go outside and dig your hole and put it in your hole and then pour your water on top of it, okay? Now, how did I make that thing? Here's what I did. So you cut your toilet paper. Do you see how I cut that? It's kind of hard with the light. I cut it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to have someone help you fold it like a box, okay? So you're going to fold the top down like this. Then you're going to fold the side. You're going to fold this one. Now this is where it gets a little tricky, okay? Because you're going to fold this down, but this corner right here needs to go under. So you're going to kind of pull it up a little to do that. So it makes kind of like a box, kind of like that, okay? So then you want to set it down and you want to smush it so it stands up just like that. And that is how you recycle toilet paper tubes and water bottles to plant seeds. Now, we're going to be watching my water bottle one, and we're going to be watering. I'm going to be watering it and letting the sun hit it. And we're going to talk about how plants grow, but kind of like with your bean sprouts that are growing, which, by the way, I have seen some of your bean sprouts, and your bean sprouts look awesome. Some of them are tall. They even have leaves on them. You guys are super plant growers, and I love it. I can't wait to see how the bean sprouts continue to grow. We're also going to see how our pea seeds grow. I've never seen a pea plant before, so it'll be really interesting to see what it starts to look like. So you guys are going to have to help investigate that with me through our videos, okay? All right, one more thing I want to show you, and then we'll be done. I don't know if you can see this. This is in my classroom. Do you guys remember seeing this? It has the letter, what letter is that? It's a letter J. I had a student make this for me several years ago, and they used broken crayons and glued it to make an art project. Instead of throwing away their old crayons, they made something beautiful. So you guys, you can recycle and reuse all kinds of things. You can find lots of ideas. I'm going to share some videos on Class Dojo for someone to help you to watch about recycling, reducing, and reusing. Some of them are songs, some of them are little cartoon clips, but they're going to help you to understand this a little bit better, okay? Thank you for listening to me and playing with me and my cats. I'm sorry they're so crazy tonight. I hope you have fun planting your seeds in your toilet paper tubes to plant some things outside. And I hope you have fun finding other ways that you can reuse and recycle and make beautiful things with stuff you have around the house. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all soon.